Hey traders and investors, it's Serge Berger here. Today we're going to look at the Russell 2000 again because there's a call that I've been making, or at least a thought process that I have been sort of reiterating on the basis of seeing very few smart money folks actually thinking it could happen, and that's an outperformance both in relative and absolute terms versus large caps into year end, possibly into January. So specifically Russell 2000 versus the S&P 500 that we would see relative outperformance. And from a technical perspective, okay, that's how we define our risk. Basically, a break past this resistance line, which is basically nothing more than an inverse head and shoulders pattern releasing to the upside. If you consider this being a left shoulder, then you have a head and a right shoulder if you want to look at the world in that way. So we now have an index that's been coiling below resistance for more than a month or so, month and a half, and looks to be ready to spring higher. Again, it's a non-consensus play in the smart money community. I can tell you that the Russell 2000, which has been lagging all year, would outperform in the next few weeks and into year end and the early part of January at least. So that kind of stuff. What happens when you see this kind of stuff ready to set up, and once the breakout actually occurs, which today may be doing it so on the more marginally, you get to see sort of a slow move turn very very fast to the upside. So from fast moves come fast moves. You can see we had from false moves come fast moves basically. So we had a false move breakdown here the past few days, and now a fast move that looks to be going to the upside. This is very very important, guys. You can also look at the Russell 2000 versus the S&P 500 in relative terms. I always think that's a very interesting thing to look at. So you look at the Russell 2000 and you divide it by the S&P 500, and you get this relative chart, a topic that I've been discussing with subscribers of the Steady Trader for quite some time, and you get this relative chart that looks very, very interesting from a technical perspective as well. In fact, we're just about to break past it if we can do so here on a weekly basis. So hope this makes sense, guys. Always got any questions, you can hit me up on Twitter. Otherwise, go to thesteadytrader.com and sign up for our daily full trade alerts and analysis and everything. We're up more than 20% year to date. Hope this makes sense, and take care.